In this first video of this playlist, we're going to talk about exactly how to market those market structures like a pro to help you to identify that bias in the market. Now we're going to go through first the monthly time frame, the US dollar Swiss franc, and I'll go through the time frames, the way I look at marking up each of those structures on each time frames to give you an insight on how I personally do this. So the easiest way to do this is just to look for those swing points in the market. Now we can shrink the chart down. We can use a pen here. We can start to identify where we have a major swing move in the market. And that's a larger swing move. We're looking for continuation to run these lows. Now we can also look at more of an internal structure here where we can identify where the market's breaking down, pulling back and continues to make the move to downside. So we're going to focus more on this move here in the market, because we don't really want to be seeing the longer term picture like this on a monthly. So we're going to start off right now. I'm going to zoom into this area of price and look at where we can mark these structures. So from this point, we can identify this break of structure here to downside. We'll mark this out as a BOS in the market. We then have this push down. We create this low. Now, once we see a break of structure, you can expect some kind of a pullback, and it's going to pull back into areas of supply and demand. Now, you're going to find in the next video in this playlist, we'll cover the supply and demand section. So make sure you keep watching this video to the end so you can go through to the next video in this playlist. So from this point, we're going to identify, we create this low. This is what we class as a weak low in the market. And we're going to create this swing high, which is classed as our strong high in the market. Now here we're going to find where price is going to pull back to our areas of premium and our areas of supply in the market. And also you can look for liquidity areas in those areas as well. But let's just look at this a moment as our structure. So once we identify that we've had this nice push to downside of a break of structure, now we expect a pullback to premiums. We see our pullback into our area. We have a nice sweep here in the market and we have a nice run down to take this weak low. So this is the process of marking out those structures, the key structures in the market. Now after this, we identify, we push low, we have a small internal pullback, we continue to push lower, and we're currently making this higher low. So we could now say this is a potential weak low in the market if we start to see that pullback. So that pullback is going to come back now to our new strong high, which is this high here. So now we're inside a new trading range. So our previous trading range was this move here in the market, and we're looking for that pullback. And this now is our new trading range. We're looking for that pullback. So the idea is to understand each range you are in on every single time frame. That's why it's important to understand not one time frame, but multiple time frames. And we'll get into that later in this video and in later videos in this playlist. Now, if this is helping you, I would like to know if these videos in this playlist is helping you understand market structure. If it is throughout this video, make sure you drop a comment below to let me know so I know what's helping you in your trading. So at this point, we now understand this is, we can actually remove this previous area. We know this is our current move in the market. This is where we had our break structure to downside. So we can mark this out if you wish as a BOS. Place this as a BOS so you can identify where we have that break of structure. Now if we drop down to a weekly time frame, we can see this larger swing, and we can also start to identify internal areas in the market. So now we have multiple time frame helping you to identify two things. One, the current larger swings in the market and your smaller internal swings. And two, it's also going to help you to identify how the different time frames will have different trading ranges. So what do I mean? Let's go through this chart. So as we push down here, we can identify an internal move in the market. So we can identify we have a break to downside, we have a break here to downside, a continuation here to downside. So currently this is our weak low as well as that large one. Now this one here is more of a sweep in the market I like to look at. So this is more of a sweep through and a continuation to the downside. Now it's understanding this then becomes what we class as a strong high. So now we have our swing move in the market, and we'll mark this out as a IBOS. This is our internal break of structure here. We leave our area of this strong high to this low. So now we have our trading range on the lower time frame of the weekly and a daily here. This is our trading range to downside, create this larger swing to downside. Now we're still looking for potential pullback here to areas of premium to look for a new trade to run the week low if we see this pullback. And the same is also said for this current trading range to downside. We saw the pullback and then we're looking for the continuation to run the week low. Now currently the market hasn't done that. We've seen a higher low forming and potentially a pullback. Now this could continue higher to run through this structure to start the new pullback phase against this larger trading range. That's why it's important for you to understand not just the current time frame you're on, but the multiple time frame of your trading ranges, the swing and internal structures, and there's also one extra structure which we class as a fractal structure. Now there is a playlist in this channel which goes through the fractal structure on its own, but keep watching through this video and I'll demonstrate to you how we apply the fractal structure as well. So there is the weekly, okay, and the monthly. Now what I like to use here, I like to drop down to my daily and use these two areas now on my daily time frame. So I like to see my bracket structure, my internal bracket structure on the one time frame. Many of you may want to do it differently on multiple time frames, but I like to combine these two here. And now what I can do, I can start to look at my fractal structure as well on this time frame. So that's how we look at this. Now, when we identify, okay, more so when we identify this drop to downside, we start to see a pullback internally back to the upside where we see a shift out and we start to run back down. This is now your internal structure within your internal structure. And that's why we class this as our fractal structure. So let's now go in closer to this area. When we see price pulling back up, let me just mark this out. And you can go away after this video and practice this on the charts, marking up your different types of structures and with multiple time frames. So we can identify, okay, we have a reversal here to the upside. I'm going to mark this out. Let's mark this out as this so we can see what we're doing. We continue to be bullish. The market continues to break up. And we do have a reversal here to downside. Then we continue to push up again. And like I said, more of this is on a full playlist of understanding fractal structure. I'm just quickly going to mark this up so you can see how we look at the fractal structure. Now the fractal structure is mainly with the smaller wicks areas in the market. Now in theory, this is a break to downside, but this not coming from anything. We're not inside anywhere, and I'll demonstrate that in the next coming videos when we look at supply and demand. We have a continuation to the upside here, and then we have another continuation, and finally another continuation. And then we have this shift to downside. So this is the first time that we see a shift in our structure, bearish, and we have a breakdown. We do have a small push down lower again, and then we have another push back higher. Now there's a reason why there's a good sell here, but we'll not go into that into the next video. So make sure you watch the rest of this video, then watch the next video. You'll understand it with the supply and demand. So now with a fractal structure, there is a reversal back up and we continue to be bearish. So what we're now seeing and identifying now is that internal structure within this internal swing structure. So we have our internal structure here to downside with our fractal structure on the pullback. Now, as we come back inside this area, we're coming back inside what we class as our premium area. Now, when we look at premium and discount, we can mark this off. And anything below the 50% area is inside discount. Anything above is inside premium. Now, all we're using here is a Fibonacci tool, adding that 50% area, the high and the low, and it's all you really need to understand. But with your market structure, you're using multiple time frames here. Now we have and understand, okay, that we have a bearish bias with this internal structure. We do have a bearish bias with that swing over the market, but potentially this could have been a full swing pullback, but we didn't, and we actually held at this last internal move. So once we identify this shift here to downside, that's where we now start to look to sell with the market of understanding structure, and we continue to look for this to run this low. Now obviously this has changed as we got down here. I can mark this continuation. Okay, then we have a pullback. That's valid. We have another continuation here, make that low, and then we shift bullish right here, and then eventually the market, okay, continues and breaks higher, and we start to make that move high. So we've gone from, okay, understanding that we were bearish and we shifted bullish here and we started to go higher. Now the fractal structure will give you an early indication of a reversal like we see here, okay, and like we see here. Now it's applying this with multiple time frames, applying this with supply and demand is going to bring it all together. And that's what we're going to do when we go over to the next video now in this series. We're going to now start applying supply and demand into the equation with understanding these structures with multiple time frames. And you'll start to see how using supply and demand is going to help you to identify these areas. And then in the next few videos after that in this playlist, we will start to bring this together for your entry areas and your exits, and how you can start to bring structures, supply and demand, liquidity, and your entries all together to be able to be profitable in this industry. So make sure you go and watch the next video in this playlist, which goes through understanding more of supply and demand, and that's next.